This is Karen Klimt, your West Michigan astrologer. I just got back from Florida and I'm here to talk about what's coming down for 2018. I'm a little late, but like I said, I took a vacation in Florida. It was getting pretty cold up here in Michigan. So I'm back and warming myself from the fire, and I'll be talking about what we can expect for 2018. So the big news for 2018 is just prior, the winter solstice, which was December 20th, I think, or 21st, there was an alignment of the Sun and Saturn at 0 degrees Capricorn. Whenever a cardinal sign is at 0 degrees, that really marks a time of great beginnings. So being in Capricorn, it's about accountability. Before I talk any more about accountability, I want to talk about what Capricorn represents. First of all, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, so Saturn is strong in Capricorn, which is why I talk about accountability, because one thing Saturn represents is accountability. Capricorn also represents the past and our heritage. So one of my favorite astrologers, Ray Merriman, talks about the Great Reset. And so Pluto has been in Capricorn for a year now, and Pluto, because it moves so slowly, a little more than a year, there's a great reset of how we do things, of the establishment. And so now that Saturn is also going into Capricorn, we see a huge emphasis on everything that Capricorn means. So when I talk about the heritage, I talk about the wisdom of the ages. I talk about the wisdom of our forefathers. So you see a lot more magnets and cards with quotes from Aristotle or Benjamin Franklin, people of the past that have wisdom, that we're paying attention to the wisdom of the past, and we're comparing it to what's happening now. Now, most recently, it's been we've been talking about the accountability of sexual harassment. So what is it in the stars that have shown us why this would happen? Well, first of all, I talk about accountability is happening, but also at the winter solstice, which is the beginning of this era, Venus was opposite, or Venus was squaring Uranus. Well, Uranus is sudden change, right? So Venus also represents women. It's one of the things that Venus represents. It also was a squaring Neptune, which brings things to the surface. So here again we have people that are held responsible for their relationship with women. Now as time goes on this year, Uranus is going to be moving into Taurus, and Jupiter is in Scorpio. Jupiter is expansion. It's what we hold sacred. And as it opposes Uranus, as Jupiter opposes Uranus, you're going to see more stories being told about sexual harassment, and maybe even exaggerated. Even things get out of hand in terms of what is considered to be harassment. Because, like I said, Jupiter is oftentimes will expand the truth. So you'll see more of this coming to the surface. And I think the bigger picture here, right now it's sexual harassment. 20 years ago the focus was on equality in marriage, with gay marriage. And 20 years before that, 25 years before that, the focus was on equal rights with races, with all of the minorities. So there's a movement as we get closer to the Aquarian age. Now, when does that happen? I'm not here to say exactly what the date is for that, but as I mentioned, I think last year, in my forecast for 2017, in the winter solstice 2020, there is an alignment of Aquarian signs, and so that suggests that we're moving towards an age where, regardless of race, regardless of sex, regardless of ethnicity or religion, that we respect each other as human beings. And that really is what feminine rights are about. That really is what the rights for blacks or the Mexicans or the Muslim, what it's all about, is to be just treated as a human being. You know, it was said by our forefathers that we are all created equal. And so 2018 is a movement towards that vision, that Aquarian vision, that we are all people and we all need to be respected. So again, this is Karen Klump, your West Michigan astrologer, here to talk about 2018.